it is really time that we get all of our capital sources and those in the financial services sector to rethink their perceptions of geography in the country. Manufacturing and auto are no longer a four-letter word in the economy. They are our strength. Retail may be the four-letter word in our economy in terms of where the potential job loss could come from, a very bifurcated market. But what's happening in manufacturing is interesting. I started talking about this about a year ago. We're seeing a tremendous revitalization of manufacturing in this country because of what's known as the return of intellectual property manufacturing. What our manufacturers, especially our skilled manufacturers, have realized is that you can send everything to Asia to be manufactured for 80% less, but 24 months later they change the color of the technology, whatever the product is, and disregard your patent. So that's not a very good business model if for 2 years you get it manufactured for 80% less and then you don't own it. So the intellectual property manufacturing is coming back to the United States. One, because of patent and copyright protection. The second reason is currency. If the Fed's done us any favor, they've at least lowered the value of the dollar, so we're a pretty cheap place to manufacture and export to the rest of the world. The third thing is quality and quality control. What they're finding, take an example like BlackBerry and Research in Motion, they have almost been destroyed as a company because of the poor quality of having the BlackBerries manufactured abroad. They're falling apart. I got rid of my last one, lasted 4 months, and I went to a Droid. But what they're finding is the quality in America is tremendous. And the other piece of it is our infrastructure, our waterways, our ports, our rail, our intermodal systems. It's not replicated anywhere else in the world. So what's driving your markets, and I think it's going to carry you forward here with some strong momentum, is you don't have the volume of the maturing CMBS debt like we do in the Southeast and Southwest and the coastal markets. So you're not going to have this deluge the next 2 years of refinancing CMBS stuff that's about 60 or 70% loss for every one that's liquidated. So that's one thing. The second is your financial system and your banks have survived. PNC, Fifth Third, Huntington, I'm leaving somebody out and I'm going to offend them, but your banking system compared to ours in the South, Georgia, #1 in bank failures, it's phenomenal. So you've preserved capital, you've got manufacturing, you've got intermodal and infrastructure, you've got agriculture. I mean, you've got a lot going, and you didn't get as overbuilt as other parts of the country.